Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly vlog. I hope you're all doing really well. I was a bit up in the air whether or not to actually start a vlog this week because I wasn't sure if I was going to go down to Cambridge to see my family, and it's always a bit hit and miss like vlogging around them because I never know what we're going to do and not everyone wants to be in the vlogs, you know. So I have actually decided to stay home this week just because I'm kind of still finding my feet with like my January routine, and it's not been that long since we were down there for Christmas, and I feel like I just needed to stay up here for the time being just to kind of like get back into the gym, get back into my healthy eating. I feel like I'm only just starting to like slowly warm up to that after the Christmas break. It's taken me all this time just to kind of like start to get into some kind of routine, which leads me on to what I am currently doing, which is why I've just picked the camera up. I'm actually doing meal prep. Like who is she starting my Tuesday with meal prep? I feel like never going to be one of those gym girlies, but I feel like a gym girly now. I've got all my Tupperware laid out. I've just got some sweet potato in the air fryer, and I'm actually starting like a new little diet detox just in an attempt to help my skin because I'm just sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of my skin right now. So anyway, I thought I'd pick the camera up, start a weekly vlog. Welcome back. I'm so excited to spend another week with you. I'm hoping to have a healthy, back to routine, productive little week together. So the new diet detox little plan that I am going on, nothing to do with like losing weight, nothing to do with the gym. I've tried this before and it works for my acne, for my skin. I kind of like was in denial about it working because I didn't want to have to implement this into my life as like an ongoing thing because it is really tough, and that is going dairy free. I tried this, I think it was like 2 years ago now. I tried this for 3 or 4 months and it really did help, I think, with my acne. It's just one of those things, like it's really hard to pinpoint what clears your acne up, and especially when there's so many different factors, because I also look back at that time and think it was the summer and my skin is always better in the summer. I'm trying to make excuses because I don't want to go dairy free forever, because that thought is just really sad to me because I love my milk, I just love dairy. And the thing that I struggled with going dairy free was when you're like out and about, because when you're in a restaurant and stuff, it's hard to get dairy free dishes that have meat in them. You either have to go like vegan or you have to, do you know what I mean? It's hard to get like meat and dairy free, rather than, because I don't want to eat vegan stuff, like I'm not into that. I am a meat eater and I don't want to cut out another food group because I am fussy, I'm quite selective with my eating. I think I've actually got like, I feel like we're diving straight into this weekly vlog. Sorry if this has got like really intense really quickly, but I think I've got some sort of like sensory selective eating disorders going on. There's something not right with my eating. I've been like it for my whole life. And I'm just like extremely, if there's not anything disordered going on, I'm just extremely fussy and picky as an adult. I was worse when I was a child, but it's carried on into my adult years. So for me to cut out a huge food group like dairy is quite major for me. And I know to some people it wouldn't be that deep and it would just be like, oh, I'll just swap to oat milk. Like, but for me, it always mentally feels like a big thing to do this. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a health kick. I'm just gonna have a bit of a detox, because as Sam was saying, I was kind of like speaking to him about this morning. And I was like, I'm gonna cut out sugar for my skin, and he was like, you don't really eat any sugar anyway. Like obviously around the time of my period, you'll notice like I indulge in a lot more sweet stuff than I would usually have, but the only sugar I have day to day, not including chocolate buttons and stuff when I'm due on my period, which is the only time I'll actually buy something like that in the food shop, the only time I'll have sugar is like in my morning coffee, and then throughout the whole day, like I don't really have anything sweet or sugary. So we kind of like was doing some research, and he was like, if anything, it's going to be dairy, because I start my morning with a big whole milk coffee, which I absolutely love. My heart is literally in two that I cannot have that at the moment. But I've been to Sainsbury's this morning and I've picked up some milk substitutes. These are the ones that I've gone for. These are meant to be the best, like ingredients wise. I stood there for 10 minutes reading all the ingredients. This Plenish is meant to be the best one, because a lot of like alternatives have a lot of oils in them, which is what you have to be conscious about, because I'm not going to cut out dairy and then start drinking loads of oil in a replacement. But this Plenish brand is meant to be the best, even though this is a barista version, which usually the barista versions of like milk replacements have loads of oil in, but this one doesn't. It's literally got 4 ingredients. It's water, gluten-free oat, coconut cream and salt. So that's a good one. And then I picked up an almond milk as well, again just like an organic one, minimal ingredients, just to give them both a try to see which I prefer. I just don't like milk replacements. Like I am a cow's milk girl through and through. Like the thought of having to use oat and almond milk again actually like breaks my heart in two. But anyway, we're not going to look at it as a negative. I'm trying my best to be as positive about it as possible and hoping that we're going to get somewhere with this. So I am documenting it. I'm taking photos to track my progress, and it will be good to see like in the winter. As I say, when I did it last time it was like spring summer, so my skin naturally gets better then anyway, so it'll be good to monitor it. Obviously I'll be sharing with you guys for anyone who's interested, because I get so many messages from girls also struggling with their skin, and if this can help someone else then I'm happy to share my little journey with it. And as I say, I do think it helped before, was kind of in denial about the whole thing, but fingers crossed we can get some results and have a bit of a dairy detox. But anyway, that was a really long explanation of why I'm meal prepping. So if you watch my videos, you might have noticed I love myself a buttery slice of toast. So that's gone, and I've picked up a few little like cereal bits. So I saw these in, sorry this is really boring to anyone who's not interested, but this was like my little, this is like my little food diet kick at the moment, so I wanted to share. But I picked this up in Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's have good options, to be fair, in the cereal aisle for like a breakfast substitute. I am going to do some more meal prep, I'll show you what I'm going to make in a minute, but yeah, I just picked this up because I thought it would be good, and it's got some really good ingredients there for like acne. If you're tackling your acne with your diet, there's some good ingredients here that help with that, like seeds and nuts and that kind of thing. So I picked that up just in case, just as a toast substitute, you know, like a snack or a breakfast when I'm in a rush. And I wanted to pick this up for the longest time. I know this, it says it's healthy. I have read the ingredients. There's nothing on there that's gonna flare my acne up in terms of like the diet that I'm trying to follow. But I've wanted to try this for ages, so I just picked some of that up today in Sainsbury's. Yeah, I'm trying to, so the diet that I'm following at the moment, do your own research on this. If you just type it in on TikTok, you will, there's like an abundance of videos and information from actual professionals. But from what I've gathered from the research that I've done and the symptoms that I have, that I'm going to try and implement is a low glycemic diet. So I'm trying to lower the things that spike my blood sugar as much as I possibly can. So today, for example, I've substituted like my white potatoes for sweet potatoes. That's meant to be a good swap. So I've got some sweet potato fries in the air fryer for my little lunch meal prep that I'm doing. Just like little swaps like that. So I've looked up some things. I've swapped our pasta from like a white pasta to a red lentil pasta that I saw was a good swap. So just like little, I'm starting with like little swaps and cutting out dairy because I don't want to overwhelm myself. So yeah, that's a little update on my diet. Wanted to share, as I said. But the next thing that I'm going to meal prep, so I've got sweet potato fries in the air fryer, and I'm just going to do like really simple burgers, like bunless but naked burgers, basically just ground meat into burger patties with sweet potato fries, so that I can have that as a lunch throughout the week. And the idea behind the meal prep is it's going to cut the preparation time for me, which is like one of my major issues with meal times, especially lunch. I just can never be bothered with lunch, which is why I've started having toast so regularly again. So I'm just going to stack them up in the fridge. They're going to be ready to go. I can throw them in the air fryer or the microwave, warm them up, and I've literally got no excuses. So that's lunch ticked off. And I feel like if I can just make this as easy as possible for me, it's going to take away that feeling of like irritation and annoyance like with it, and I'm just going to make it as straightforward as possible. So they're my lunches, and then I am also going to make some more of the banana breakfast muffins that I made, because again, banana is meant to be really good for this kind of diet, especially when you're trying to tackle your acne. So I'm going to tweak the recipe slightly. I've picked up a couple of bits that I think will be a good little addition going along with my new little requirements. So I picked up an almond butter Again, this is meant to be really good for you if you're trying to do this kind of thing, and it's just like a bit of flavouring and sweetness without adding sugar, because I am trying to cut my sugar as low as possible. And then I got some cacao nibs. I love these. Whenever I get a smoothie out, I'll always choose like the chocolatey option, and they do normally have cacao nibs in them, so I thought these might be nice in the little breakfast banana muffins that we're going to do. And then I just got rolled oats. See, when you get down this rabbit hole, I just feel like at the moment, with things like this especially, it's information paralysis. Like, there is just so much information. I say to Sam all the time about things like this, because he's really into researching all different diets and benefits and everything like that, and I say, like, there's so much information out there. You could research, if you believe that a banana is bad for you, you could find endless research to prove that bananas are bad for you. If you believe that they're good for you, you can find endless research to prove that bananas are good for you. So I feel like with things like this, it's just such a rabbit hole, and the information out there is so overwhelming. Like, I think that's why I just bury my head in the sand with this kind of thing, because like, I remember when I cut out dairy, and I actually was posting on TikTok at that time, not as much as I do now, but I remember I would still post it, and I'd share like what I eat in a day, and then I'd have people commenting about my milk replacements, like, don't use soya, it's got hormones in it, don't use oat milk, it's got oil in it, and it's like, your brain just wants to explode with all this info. So yeah, I'm just trying to make like little tweaks and trying to find what works for me. So yeah, I'm going to do my sweet potato fries, that's lunch done, and then I'm going to make some breakfast banana muffins with rolled oats, the cacao nibs, bananas, eggs, maybe a little drizzle of honey. I'm a bit on the fence whether to add any sweetness or not. And then I do want to get some, oh, I might not be able to make those actually, because I wanted to get some free sole protein, because I'm all out of that, and I've been using a whey protein, which I don't think helps my skin either. So I need to order some free sole vanilla protein and then add them into these. That's annoying because I wanted to make these today. I might have to get that ordered and make these tomorrow. But yeah, that's a little diet update. Sorry if that was really overwhelming and intense, but I wanted to share what I'm doing just in case, you know, anyone wants to do something similar. And as I say, I want to share my progress with you in terms of my skin. So fingers crossed we can see a little improvement with this acne, because it's actually driving me up the wall now. Okay, these are my little meal preps for lunches in the week. How cute. I had these little foil trays already from Christmas when I was making my fudge and taking it to all of our family's houses, so that was quite handy. I can just pop them in the air fryer straight in that, I think. Can you? Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. But I've just had one as well. They were yummy. I know that probably looks so plain and dry and boring to most people, and it's lacking green and veg, but it's just not me. So I'm just doing what's working for me and trying to make this as easy as possible. But yeah, that's 3 lunches done, so that's the rest of the week done. I am going to make a dinner now, because I picked up some beef chunks today from Sainsbury's, and I've just checked the date and they actually go out of date today. So I wasn't planning, I've just eaten my lunch too quickly, sorry about that. It's like 2 o'clock, so that's quite late for me to eat. But I wasn't planning on doing like a slow cooker meal tonight, but the beef goes out of date, so I feel like I need to make the most of it and use it. So I think I'm just going to do like a slow cooked beef pasta with that beef, get it in the oven so it's slow cooking away, and then it saves cooking later, which is always a bonus. So I'm going to go and do that now. I feel like it's been an hour of like food prep. I feel like I'm having such a little healthy, productive, self-loving day, because now I'm going to indulge in a little bit of hair oil. I wanted to try this out for ages. I got myself this from Look Fantastic, and I've wanted to try this brand out for so long, and it's hair syrup. You've probably seen them all over TikTok. Their hair syrups, hair oils look incredible, and I've seen such good results with these. And as I mentioned in my last video, I'm getting a bit conscious about like my hairline, and from having it slicked back so much, I've noticed a little bit of like patchiness in my hairline. So I'm going to try and do whatever I can to look after my hair, and I've been limiting the amount of times I'm slicking my hair back, doing as many French plaits as I can, and just trying to limit like the pulling on my hairline. And I'm also going to introduce this. So I've got the Rapunzel one. There's so many different types on there depending on like your hair goals and what you want out of it, but I haven't actually smelt this. Let's open it. This one is pink grapefruit, sweet almond, flaxseed and pomegranate. Sounds incredible. It says on there, which I quite like because I always like applying a hair mask and either sleeping on it or leaving it for a few hours, but I always get nervous because I've seen like controversial things about that, and it can actually do you more damage to your hair if you leave it on for longer, and it can cause more breakage and stuff. So you always have to like check the ingredients in hair masks to make sure that you can do that if that's what you want to do. Oh my god, that smells incredible. I can really smell the almond in that, wow. Oh my god, I could eat that. It smells like a cake or a dessert. But yeah, anyway, on the back of this, it says that you can leave it, or you should leave it to marinate for at least 1 hour. So what I'm going to do, I think it's about 3:45 now, I'm going to put this on my hair, and then I'm going to wash my hair later tonight before I go to bed, which just works out perfectly for me. So I think what you do, excuse the state of my hair, it's very greasy, hence why we're putting oil in our hair. It's like a little twisty cap. And from the videos that I've seen of everyone doing it, you apply it like straight to the root with the little pipette. Oh, that feels so nice. I'm gonna definitely focus around my balding hairline. Oh my god, I can't get over the smell of this. It smells like a cake or like a pastry that I've had. Like a sweet dessert that I've had. It's like orangey, but then you get the almond in there. It smells incredible. I'm going to be quite generous with the amount that I'm putting on. And I'm going to go upside down, I think, and just do the underneath. Okay. Now I'm going to give it a good massage into my scalp. I've got one of these actually. Probably the perfect time to use one of these. Oh my god, I can't get over the smell. I knew it was going to smell nice, but wow. I didn't expect the scent to be that strong. That's incredible. Oh, I love using one of these. I absolutely love having my head scratched. I've got one of those, you know those metal head massagers with like the prongs on it? I have one on my bedside table, and I'm not kidding you, every night when I get into bed, Sam always laughs at me. Sometimes he'll take over and do it for me, but I'll literally sit there for 10 minutes just before I go to sleep, massaging my scalp, because I feel like it's just like the most relaxing thing, and it literally instantly relaxes me and gets me ready to fall asleep. Right, I think that's all massaged in. I'm going to tie my hair up, then we have dinner, chill, and I'll wash and blow dry my hair later tonight, and hopefully it will be nice and silky smooth. It is now the next day, and I've started this little thing with myself. It's like one of my new little January habits that I'm going to try and stick to for 2025. I nearly said 2024. For 2025, I am going to make the effort to at least once a week do my makeup, wash my hair, curl my hair, and actually put effort into my outfit and like consciously think about what I'm wearing, because I started kind of doing this, maybe not like religiously once a week, but at the end of last year I just started to do it a bit more, and I feel like it just helps my confidence beyond belief, because it is like, I don't know what the word is, but like constantly looking at yourself with no makeup on, especially when I'm having bad skin flare-ups, which I am at the moment, at home in my chilled comfy clothes. You know better than anyone if you watch my videos that is what I love to do. I love not having makeup on, I love chilling, I love being at home, but I feel like it like grinds down your confidence quite a bit. And compared to when I was younger, and especially when I was at uni, because we used to go clubbing like 3 or 4 times a week, so I was getting dolled up looking my best 3 to 4 times a week, and I feel like I was just such a more confident person, obviously to do with the fact that I was freshly 18 as well, living my best life in the city. But I think it does help your confidence, so that's going to be one of my little New Year's habits that I'm going to get into, even if I'm just like going out to the shops. Like, I just want to feel better about myself, like it's for nobody else apart from me. And I've been enjoying it. Like these past couple of weeks I've been like experimenting a bit, like with my little outfits, trying to wear like things that are maybe like a little bit outside of my comfort zone, and maybe not my comfort zone, but just outside of the usual leggings and jumpers that I've got so accustomed to wearing. And this morning I've tried something that I've never really done, eyeliner, but I tried out some eyeliner, so I think it's going to be fun, like experimenting a little bit with like my makeup and stuff, and just putting a little bit more effort into my appearance to build my confidence in 2025. And yeah, it's nice to get out of the house and change the routine. When you work from home, you'll know, like, you can slowly slip into those habits. So that's one of my new little habits that I'm getting into. Loving my eyeliner. I feel like anyone who's good at makeup, do not judge this. This eye went okay. I'm probably going to look back at this footage editing it and be like, girl, no, it didn't. But this one, we need to do some work. So yeah, I might become an eyeliner girly, who knows. But I've just pulled up to the shops. I'm just going to have a mooch. I wanted to have a look in TK Maxx to see what they've got in at the moment, because I'm working with Home Sense on a collab soon. So I just wanted to like scope and see what they've got in. And I also want to pop into Boots, because I feel like no spend January's gone out the window. Like, I'm honestly, that was the most pathetic excuse of a no spend January. I'm trying to justify it to myself because I've started doing my own nails, so I'm saving like £80 a month on my nails. Not justifying it at all, no reason to have given up that early, but there we go. But yeah, my bronzer is literally smashed. I've got 2 little crumbs of bronzer left, so I would like to pick up a new bronzer if we can find one. But anyway, let's go have a little mooch in town. It's a brand new day, 10 o'clock, bang on the dot, so let's go and have a nice little morning. This song is really loud and annoying, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I've fallen and slipped into H&M with an armful of stuff to try on, but I have banned myself from cream knitwear, and I'm actually just trying to find like my new little style. So these are all like bits that I would not usually pick up, and it's just for fun. I'm just gonna have a try on. I am not planning on buying any of this, so please do not let me, but I just wanted to have a try. There's some like really different pieces in here. They've got really nice bits in at the moment, so I just thought I'd have like a little bit of an experiment and a bit of a try on, and we can see what they're like. I'm just in the home section of H&M, because I always forget we've got H&M Home now in town. We're not going to talk about this, but how cute are these? I think they're little salt and pepper. Oh my god. Oh my god, a little spoon. Oh my god. How cute is that? I want them, and the little tray that it goes on. These are what I got my dad for Christmas, and he loves them. He says they're like the perfect shape and size for a nice cup of tea. I'm loving all the monochrome bits here. I really love these as well. I was debating getting my dad these for Christmas. I decided on those ones. How pretty are these shell? Is that shell? A shell plate. I love that. What we're going to do is we're not going to talk about the H&M bag sat on my passenger seat, because it's not funny and it's not cute at this point. But I just picked up a little dairy-free snack from Tesco, because I didn't have any breakfast this morning, because I'm waiting for my free soul protein to come so that I can make my little banana breakfast muffins. But these were like a quick snack on the go. They've got Biscoff in them. They're coated in what is like milk chocolate. Like, it's not dark chocolate, it's actually milk chocolate. And they tasted incredible, and they've got 12 grams of protein in one little bar. I do love a Trek bar. I used to always buy these, but I'm not going to get into the habit of having stuff like this all the time, but I was just starving when I was out and about, so I thought I'd grab something. My phone's just fallen into the crack down my chair. Hang on. Ugh. Good job I've got little hands. And then I picked me and Sam up the Perfect Head matcha, because this is apparently what they use in Blank Street. I'm pretty sure it's this one anyway, and I saw it in Tesco while I was in there, and I was like, I'm going to grab that for us, because I'm not loving my coffees at the moment. I'm not going to lie. Now I have to have oat milk and almond milk. It's just not the vibe at all, so I'm going to give it a go with some matcha so we can make a nice vanilla matcha when we get home. But I've just pulled up to Hobbycraft because I want to get oh god, hang on, a bit of Trek bar in the throat. But I want to get into a hobby. I've seen Cinzia in her little clay phase, making her little clay ornaments and painting them, and it literally made me so jealous, because I said this before Christmas when I was on the sewing machine. If you watched my vlogmas, you would have heard me going on about it. I really want to find a hobby this year. That's an oh my god, can I even talk? I've got like one of those tickly throats. But that's another one of my like 2025 habits, little resolutions, if you want to call them that. I want to find a hobby that I can do, because my screen time notification popped up yesterday and it said that I averaged 7.5 hours screen time last week, and it makes me sick every time that comes up. Like, that's literally, I know my job is on my phone, that's how I try to justify it, but it's not just in the day. Like, I'm literally on my phone to work, I'm on my phone to switch off. I wake up, my eyes open first thing in the morning, and I'm straight on my phone. So I really want to try and find a hobby that I can do in the evenings, probably like on weekends, where I can just switch off and find something really therapeutic. Let me know if you have any hobbies. I'm going into Hobbycraft now to have a look if there's any like little starter kits, or like, you know, like hobby boxes that kind of like spark my inspo with this, because even when Chintzy does her clay, I love that for her, and she loves her little jelly cats, so she's making her jelly cats. But I'm like, even if I had a block of clay in front of me, I don't know what I would make. So I'm just really lacking inspiration, and I'm such an artsy, crafty girl. I did 2 years at college doing an art diploma, which covered every like oh my god, that creeped me out so much. I just saw a man on the camera of the back of the car, and I thought he was walking to my window. But yeah, I did every module of art you can think of, like sculpture, clay, painting, drawing, sewing. So it's something that I really genuinely hand on heart enjoy. So let's go and have a look in Hobbycraft, see if we can find anything to spark my inspo for a new hobby. If you're like me and you're wanting to try and find something and you just have no idea where to even start, I'd definitely come here, because there's literally so many. Like, these are all little hobbies that you could get into, like crafty ones. They've got tie-dye, they've got a knitting one. I'm considering learning how to knit, to be honest. They've got like felting, clay, jewellery making. They've got like little rock painting things, screen printing, literally everything. Soap, tie-dye. I like the look of this one, the pottery kit. I might give that a go next. Oh, look how cute that is, and you can actually make something like really nice for your home. Candles, literally everything here. But I think I'm gonna start with knitting, because how cool would that be to learn how to knit, and then I could make myself like scarves and cute little things like that. Right, I am back. I just made me and Sam he's home for his lunch, and I just made us a perfect head matcha, and I absolutely love it, and I can't tell you how happy this makes me, because I've actually got my morning coffee sat here because I barely drank any. Look at the colour of it. I'm just not enjoying the milk substitutes with my coffee. Like, I've tried the oat, I've tried the almond. Please let me know your favourites if you drink a milk substitute that tastes creamy, that doesn't have oils and stuff in it, because I just find like it's really hard to find. I feel like the oils is what makes the non-dairy milks creamy, but absolutely love it in the vanilla bean matcha that I picked up in Tesco. So really happy with that, because this can be my new morning drink. But thought I'd show you what I picked up. Cannot believe that I'm still spending in January. Sam was joking with me when I was texting him in the dressing room. I was like sending him pictures of this stuff to be like, shall I buy it or not? And he's always a bad influence, and he will always convince you to buy them. But he said, why don't you have a no spend February instead, because it's a shorter month as well. So I feel like that's more doable. So maybe we'll work towards a no spend February. But I don't know what I'm thinking, like going to the shops, trying not to spend money. Like, obviously it's not going to go down well, but I saw this and I said to Sam I was going to wait for the spring to buy it, because it's quite a spring piece. And he said, are you sure that they're going to have it when spring comes? And I just feel like, knowing my luck, they won't. So I did pick it up. I know that's really bad, but what I'm going to do as well, I need to get back into Vinted. I have some stuff that I need to clear out and upload, and clothes cycle. Like, I always like to clothes cycle. If I'm buying new bits, I need to make room in my wardrobe, and then it kind of like gives you back the money that you've spent as well. But I just got this set. I'll insert the clip of me in it here, because I don't think you'll get a feel for it from looking at it like this. But the main reason I loved it is because of the fit of the jeans. They fit me so nicely, and you'll know my struggles with finding a good pair of jeans, so I picked that up. And then it came with a little top, and it's really like 70s, and I just love it. And I feel like this in the summer, either with like a heel to like dress it up, or like the spring, should I say, it's like more of a spring outfit. I just loved it, and it's something so unusual for me, which is what I'm trying to go for, I'm trying to go for things that like are outside my norm, because I'm just getting so sick of seeing myself in the same type of clothes. So that was what today was all about. I went into H&M and I had an armful of stuff, and they were all things I wouldn't typically pick up, this included. But I just thought, I love it so much, I might not see it again, so I grabbed it. But yeah, I am going to have, I think I might do that this afternoon actually, go through my wardrobe and have like a full clear out and upload some bits to Vinted. And then I picked this up from Hobbycraft. This was £5, which I think is an absolute steal, and it's like learning to knit. It's like a new to knitting kit where you can like learn how to knit, the basics. There's also like a video tutorial that you get to do it alongside this, so I'm really excited to give that a go. I think I'm going to go into like my knitting and crochet era, because I feel like that's such a fun hobby to do, because you can make yourself like cute little bits. I feel like I need some motivation to actually do it, and the thought of like a cute little knitted scarf or like a knitted bag or something like that will just give me the motivation to get it done. Look how funny she is blowing around in the wind. I have to keep an eye on her in case she blows away. The wind literally just stops as soon as I pick my camera up, but she was literally stood there. Anyway, I'm sure she's going to let me know as soon as she wants to come in, but I'm just going to make a start on our dinner, which sounds mental because it's 20 to 3, but I'm going to do like a whole chicken, and it's a big one, so it's got on the packet that it takes 2 hours. So I'm going to do us like a homemade Nando's tonight. So I'm going to start buying like a full chicken every week and like splitting it between 2 dinners, because I just think, one, it's easier, it's like one lot of cooking to do, and 2, I just prefer that so much more to buying like a breast on its own. I feel like breasts on their own just never taste as good as like a full roast chicken when you like shred the chicken apart. So tonight I'll do like a homemade Nando's. Tomorrow I think we'll use like the shredded chicken in like noodles or something. But yeah, I'm just going to make a marinade of like paprika, all the seasonings, garlic, and then I'm going to brush it over the chicken and roast it for 2 hours, and then I think we're going to do like sweet potato fries with it. Just thinking of dinners that I'm not going to miss the cheese in, like, because we used to have burgers so much, but I cannot have like a burger with no cheese, like it's just not okay. So we're just trying to think of like new dinners that don't involve, because we used to have those, we got into having those flatbreads as well with the Greek yogurt in. So it's mad just taking one food group out, like the impact it has. I know it doesn't sound that major to a lot of people, but like dairy is the foundation of a lot of our meals that we were having, so taking it out, it's like you've got to readjust everything. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. Homemade Nando's tonight, and I'm really excited to have some sweet potato fries because they are, look at her. She's loving it. She's just chilling. Oh, she's had enough. Come on, baby. How the apple juice is nice. Tastes different. Still know what it is.
Do you want a glass? Who knows? Well, like that green one from Dubai is apple. See what the natural flavour is.
Just natural flavour.
What is it? I don't even know what it is. I think it's like pig's blood or some shit.
It's what?
I think it's like got pig's blood in it, hasn't it? Or something.
I need more milk. On that one.
Oh yeah. What's the problem?
No, you were funny with the way you said that. It is now Saturday morning, and as you would have saw, I've made myself my little morning matcha, and I'm just about to get changed into my gym clothes, because even though my back is still so tight and painful, I had one of those nights last night where I was like laid in bed trying to get comfortable, and every time, like naturally I love sleeping on my side, I always fall asleep on my side. But that's when my pain like in my back triggered, and it felt like it was going to spasm and cramp, so I was literally just laid there on one of those heated beanie bags. But it's a little bit better this morning, but I don't want to miss another gym session, another Saturday gym session, because I missed last week's because I was on my period. So I feel like I'm just like making up all these excuses of like why I'm so immobile, but I'm just going to get changed into my gym stuff. I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm just going to do like a nice long walk on the treadmill, catch up on some YouTube, get my bottle full of electrolytes, and just like get some sort of movement in, because I feel like if I just stop, to be fair, my pain in my back is best when I'm moving and when I'm walking around. It's when I sit down and lay down that it's the most painful. So yeah, I'm gonna get some steps in to start the day off, and then we need to head into town. I need to like film a collab that's going live in February that I've been waiting for Sam and Lola to come with me, because I feel like it would be cute to involve them as well. So we're gonna nip into town, get a coffee, maybe get some lunch or something, have a little wander, and yeah, happy Saturday. Oh, she can have one of her little sticks. Let's go. Okay, we're out and about. We've got Princess Baby in the back and Baby Princess in the back, and Sam's just getting a parking ticket because we're going to go get coffee, get some pastries, walk around. It's a nice, crisp, sunny but absolutely freezing day. So we're going to get some steps in and have a little morning out with our baby girl. Oh yeah, is there knives there? They usually have a pot. Okay, we are back from a lovely little morning / afternoon out. We went to our absolute favourite place. I always go on about this place. It will only be relevant if you live in like the East Yorkshire area, but Flower and Feast, you have to go. If you're ever in the area, if you're ever within an hour proximity of this place, it is 1000% worth the trip to go. It's like a bakery / coffee shop. They make everything there. They make their own bread. The pastries are honestly out of this world. Like pastries, Danish pastries, they are mine and Sam's absolute favourite breakfast to have. Like wherever we are, if there's a choice, I would always opt for a pastry. Let me just grab my lip balm because my lips are so dry. Sorry, that's really annoying, but my lips, I can like feel how dry and cracked they are. But yeah, wherever we go, I will always opt for a pastry. So I feel like I'm quite qualified in this area. I feel like I've got like enough pastry experience behind me to give judgment on this, and they are hands down the best pastries I've ever tried in all my life. We've had pastries in LA, Beverly Hills, Dubai. We've had pastries from so many different like top tier places, but this place, honestly, like I can't tell you how much I love it. Like they are absolutely incredible. So we went there, and although I couldn't have a pastry because obviously I'm dairy free at the moment, which was literally heartbreaking. Like I was stood in that queue eyeing up all the pastries, like I literally can't have any. But they do like really good vegan options there. So I had a vegan Belgian chocolate and churro with like cinnamon sugar on donut, and they make their own donuts, and oh my god, it was just incredible. Like, and they do sandwiches with the bread that they make. I'm gonna stop going on about it, but honestly, we go there pretty much every weekend. So we went there with Lola. She had a little treat and she was a really good girl, and then we just had a little walk around all the shops and like the marina and everything like that. But yeah, definitely recommend if you're in the East Yorkshire area. But anyway, I am gonna meal prep some Ninja Creamies because we're all out and they take 24 hours to freeze, so I'm going to batch make some, and I thought we could do it together because I just stopped off at Morrison's on the way home because I wanted to pick up this milk. When I've been in my little search for a dairy alternative for my coffees and matchas and stuff, this completely slipped my mind. I used to love this milk so much. It tastes like custard. Like I actually went through a phase of preferring this to the taste of cow's milk because it's the creamiest, most vanilla-iest, like silky milk, and I was like, oh my god, why have I not thought about that? I think they don't sell it in Sainsbury's, which is why I missed it, and it's down the like long life milk, you know, like the milk that's not kept in the fridge, but it hasn't got any oil in it, which is what I've been looking out for these milk replacements, because I just think it defeats the object. Like there's no point cutting out dairy if I'm going to be guzzling loads of oil every day. So these 10 out of 10, my absolute favourite. So I think I'm going to try one of those in the creamy as well. And then I just picked this one up to try. It's like an Alpro protein soya milk. I do like soya milk, but I remember posting soya milk when because I used to use that as a replacement when I cut out dairy before, and then I had people saying that soya milk contains hormones. Honestly, it's an absolute rabbit hole. Like, I was kind of like in two minds of whether to share this journey like on my TikTok, because I feel like it just opens up a whole can of worms, and you've got people telling you different things, and it can really skew your own judgment. Like, I've done my own research and I'm doing what I think is best for me and my symptoms and what I think is up with my skin and stuff, and then you just have like, obviously it's helpful and it is people just trying to help, but it can just be so overwhelming and like just make it so much harder. So yeah, I feel like you just can't win. Like, you try oat milk, no, oats are bad for acne. You try soya milk, nope, soya has hormones in it. You try dairy, nope, dairy intolerant. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, I just picked up these to try, and then I also got, which is actually meant to be quite good, the coconut collab. So I've been eyeing this up for quite a while, to be fair, even before I went dairy free. Their custard, because I thought that might be nice in the creamy, mixed in with some milk or something. And then I just got a natural yogurt because I saw on Sophia and Cinzia's vlog that they put up, their most recent vlog, Sophia ordered Snog, which is like, if you don't know, a frozen yogurt shop in London, and oh my god, it literally instantly made me fancy a frozen yogurt, and I thought it would be really good to do it in the creamy. So if I just freeze some yogurt, and then I picked up, this is quite naughty, but they're dairy free. If you didn't know, Oreos are dairy free. And then I can like put some crushed Oreos on it and have a frozen yogurt, and I feel like that will just satisfy like the sweet tooth that I've got. Not that I was eating chocolate every day, but I feel like it just becomes such a more conscious thing when you're cutting something out. It's literally all I think about now. I said this to Sam, like, even though it's not that big of a deal to me, it is a big deal, but like, it's not like, I don't know, like, I'm still eating a lot of foods that I ate anyway. It's obviously just dairy that I'm cutting out, but it's literally all that's on my mind. So I feel like if I've got a nice big pot of like frozen yogurt or something to have in the evening after my dinner, because that's where I struggle, is after my dinner, because sometimes I'd have like a hot chocolate or like a little few chocolate buns, you know, like something like that. So if I've got something there ready to go, I feel like it won't be a problem. So in one of them, I've also got some protein powder coming, so I'm going to do that in some of them. I might leave a pot spare for when that arrives, but I'm going to do a frozen yogurt. So I'm just going to pour this straight in, I think, just the whole tub. Oh, that smells like actual yogurt. I thought that was going to smell coconutty. Just going to give it a mix. Honestly, these Ninja Creamies are such, like, they're just experimental. You've just got to try so many different things. And I've not done a frozen yogurt yet, so, and I love frozen yogurt. Me and Sam were just talking about it in the car when we used to go, when we were in LA. Well, all over America they have them. These, like, frozen yogurt shops like you've never seen before. Like, all these different flavours and the toppings. Like, I think we spent about, one night, we were having like a bit of a hotel chill night. We'd been walking, we'd done like 30,000 steps. I think it was the day that we walked up to the Hollywood, we did the Hollywood sign hike. So we were absolutely knackered, and I think we'd eaten out, and we just had like a bit of a chill hotel night, and we wandered down the street to this frozen yogurt shop. When I tell you we spent about £35 on 2 tubs of frozen yogurt, but honestly, 10 out of 10. I wish we had them. I know in London they do them, but like not around here. We don't have any frozen yogurt shops. I feel like I should open one up. I don't know whether to put like some milk in this or to just freeze the yogurt. Shall I pour a little bit of the vanilla milk in there to just top it up a little bit? I don't know. I don't want to ruin it. I might just leave this one as it is, because sometimes the textures can get a bit funny. Like when we first got this Ninja Creamy, we were just putting milk in it and it was just icy, like just really icy. So I think I'm just going to leave that one as frozen yogurt. And then in one of them, I'm going to try the custard. Should we taste a little bit of this? Let's taste the yogurt. That's so weird. That doesn't even really taste coconutty. Just tastes like a natural yogurt. I'm the only one eating this, by the way, before anyone says that I'm double dipping. This just looked exactly like normal custard as well, like. Oh my god. How do they do that? I feel like vegans and veggies and stuff have such an easier time now. You can literally get replacements of everything compared to like 10-15 years ago. I bet it's like a whole new world has opened up. Right, do I just pour this straight in here? Should I just do a straight frozen custard? Is that going to be weird? I don't know. This is purely experimental. Who knows how this is going to turn out? We shall see. The consistency is exactly like custard. I don't really know what I was expecting, to be fair, but I'm always blown away by these substitutes. I was pretty much, to be fair, just before I met Sam in my last year at uni, I'd say I was like 95% veggie. Like all of the meals that I took at home would be veggie. I was on the Linda McCartney veggie sausage hype. I used to use corn in all my meals. Like it would only be when I'd eat out that I'd maybe get something with meat in it. But at home, like cooking, pretty much all veggie. When I first met Sam, I remember I was trying to get him onto the corn. Whenever I'd cook for him, I'd do like a corn spaghetti bolognese. That was one of my favourites. But being with someone who's not, I feel like you slowly just kind of like merge into each other. The other one either turns veggie or the other one turns into a meat eater. I feel like it's hard to have a couple where one's one and one's the other. Right, I think I'm just going to leave these quite plain because I don't know if I want to mess around with them too much. So I've got, I know what I'm going to do. So we've got the frozen custard there, frozen coconut yogurt there. I'm going to leave those ones as they are, and then I'm going to try one with the vanilla Alpro. Oh my god, that was not clever. Yeah, I'm going to try one with the vanilla Alpro, I think. And then a little tip that Sam picked up actually, I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, I think it gives you, it's not too bad. This is only relevant if you've got an Ninja Creamy, but xanthan gum is meant to like bind it all together and make it like taste less icy and more like creamy, because as I say, like some of the ones that we were making were just like ice. It just tasted really icy, but apparently this is meant to like bind it together a bit more. You can pick it up from any supermarket. I got this one from Sainsbury's and it's in like the baking aisle near the baking. Oh my god, that literally just shot against the wall. But yeah, it's near like the baking powder and stuff. And I'm just going to put a little bit in there to bind it. But yeah, as I was saying, the only thing I don't like about that is you get like a bit of a weird claggy layer on the top. It goes a bit like stodgy and like claggy is the only way to describe it, like proper chunky and thick. I'm going to pour a bit more milk into that one, I think. Maybe I should whisk it because that's gone lumpy. Like this is what I mean. When it freezes, it goes all like claggy, like dough on the top. Why is this so funny that this is like my meal prep, making my ice cream for the week? But yeah, we've got the vanilla Alpro with xanthan gum in that one, the coconut collab yogurt, and then the coconut collab custard. And I will keep you posted. Maybe we can do one tomorrow and I'll show you what it's like whipped up with all the toppings and everything. But if you are looking to go dairy free, or you are dairy free and you're struggling to find a milk, because I had so many people commenting on my TikToks about this, definitely try this one. Honestly, it will make it so much easier. If you're like me and you really need a morning drink, like you have a coffee or a matcha, I'm so excited to try it with this vanilla matcha. That's going to be like the best one. I might actually make one this afternoon. But yeah, definitely try this. It's literally like custard in milk. It's the only like real creamy non-dairy milk that I've tried. All the other ones, no matter what they claim on the bottle, like they're like, oh, barista, froth up, whatever, just tastes like water to me. It's really hard to find that creaminess, but this one I remember so well. Definitely the best. The Sunday night Ninja Creamy, I've just had to re-spin it 3 times to get it the right consistency, but this is the frozen coconut collab yog. And it's gone quite well. I had to keep adding milk in though. I'm going to crush up some Oreos in there. And then it's like a little dairy-free frozen yogurt. How yum. it is now Monday morning and I've just got back from the gym. I actually did some cardio for the first time in months. I'm going to slowly like start creeping the cardio in now that summer is creeping around the corner. But thank you so much for watching. I am going to round this video up here. I know I didn't pick the camera up much over the weekend. We had like a really just same old weekend really, but it was really nice. And I had my creamy last night, my Ninja Creamy, that was really good as well. And I've got 2 more stashed away in the freezer, so I will show you in the next weekly vlog the custard and the Outpro milk, the little dairy-free Ninja Creamies that we're trying out, because I've had so many people messaging me asking about the dairy-free and like if like it will be a good idea for them and that kind of thing. And I always say to people, if you've tried everything skincare wise for your skin and you're still breaking out, definitely research into like the diet options for clearing your skin up. I've got a little Missy that wants to go outside. Do you want to go outside? Hang on. But yeah, anyway, I just came on to say thank you so much for watching. As always, have a lovely rest of your evening or your day, and I will see you in the next weekly vlog.